He can hoop. We know he got the skill set.
Hey, let's start with Embiid, man.
On the Raptors, he started off as just a defensive player.
Played like trash last night.
Hakeem is the best.
I'm not mad at that.
Take the next step.
I thought you was talking about today play.
How far are we going back to, like, the 80s? Straight shooters is back.
Allen Iverson was one of those players. And so we wanted to talk about him because recently he said that he would average more than 40 points a game in today's NBA. And we wanted to discuss whether that's really plausible or not. So what you think, cuz?
I'm going to call Cat. I'm going to keep it real. 43 is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous amount of points. With 43?
Yeah, 43 is crazy. Especially the fact that he just automatically assumed he would get 10 more points a game.
It's players that don't even average 10. 10 points is harder
right.
than the team in the NBA game.
Exactly.
And to average that for all 82 games.
Yeah. And you're talking about a player that's like not as efficient as, you know, the players that are the highest scoring players now.
Right. Do you think he would be more efficient in today's game?
Oh, he would definitely be more efficient. And that's because, you know, back when he played, obviously the Sixers were trash at scoring. So he had to carry the bulk of the scoring load on his own shoulders. So he had to take, you know, up to 25, 26, I think 28 might have been the most shots he took per game in the season. Like, he was taking ridiculous numbers of shots.
That's crazy.
That's just to keep us afloat, man. Remember, that was tough times, man. Dudes like Eric Snow and Tyrone Hill and George Lynch, they can't score.
When he was averaging 30, I think the next guy was Aaron McKee. He was averaging less than 15.
Aaron McKee was averaging 11, 12 points a game.
Yeah, 13 was the max for him.
I think. I'm not even sure it was that much.
So that's a crazy drop off.
Yeah, wild drop off.
You would like most teams that's balanced, like especially they go that far to make it to the finals. If you got somebody averaging 30, you're gonna have another dude around about 22 to 25, or at least you gotta have a couple guys around like 17, 18 points.
Right.
You might got like 2 or 3 of them.
Even
straight from 30 to 13, and everybody else was averaging single digits.
Exactly. And that's all I was going to say. You think about somebody like, the Shaq and Kobe, both of them basically averaged 30. I think they averaged like 29 and 30 points a game.
Yeah, I think, Kobe's like 28 point something, basically 29.
Yeah.
Shaq was like 30 or 31.
And then even the other teams that we played against, when we played against Milwaukee, for example, I think, I don't know the numbers exactly off the top of my head, but I know that Ray Allen was a 20-point scorer, and Glenn Robinson was a 20-point scorer, and Sam Cassell was up there around 17, 18 points a game.
That's crazy.
And I'm just trying to think off the top of my head with that. But
Tim Thomas was doing all right,
Tim Thomas was coming off the bench, averaging another 14. So you got
that much. I was going to say 11, 12, 14. That's enough. That's a lot.
I can't. It might have been a little bit less, but point is, they had a team where it was 4 different double-digit scores on their team, whereas we had 2, and the second one barely scored in double digits.
Yo, that's how good AI was. We beat that team in a 7-game series. That's how good Iverson was.
That's how good the team was, because AI even had to miss a game, and our defense was so good.
Our defense was crazy.
That was the one upside of those players. They couldn't score worth a damn, but the defense
was
they
crazy.
had things on lock, especially back then. But when he got back in there, we still needed those scoring performances to win.
For sure.
So
yeah, with that being said though, all right, for one, you said like 20, he took 25, 28 shots at the most in his career. How many shot attempts he getting up? Because he gonna be around more scores. It's just more shooters and people that could put the ball in the basket in the game today. So he's not gonna be on a team that's lacking that much offense. He's gonna have shooters around him probably and guys that can knock down shots. So is he even getting up that many shots?
Well, see, this is the thing. I think that he can get to 25, not 28. That's wild. But the reason I say that is because the pace of the game. Pace of the game is so fast that that he could still get 20 to 25 shots up. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is now, those 20 to 25 shots, a lot of the times when he was jacking up, maybe some of those long range 2-pointers that was contested, he gonna cut out a good amount of those, and he's just gonna be getting to the rim more or shooting some more threes in that. You know, even though he wasn't the greatest 3-point shooter, obviously, if he was in today's game, he would be a little bit better because he would have to work on it some more.
Yeah, and there'll be higher quality threes he taking too.
Yeah, because he got shooters on the court.
Yeah.
So when you got so this reminds me, when he said that he would go from 33 to 43, right? That was one of the years that he had Iguodala, Kyle Korver, and I think he might have even had C-Web on that team.
That was the year that Kobe averaged 35.
It was.
Because he didn't even win the title with 33, the scoring title.
Right. But I was just thinking about the makeup of that team, right?
Right.
So it's kind of funny that the most points he averaged, because that was the most points he averaged out of any season, that was the year that he had a wing that was athletic and could run and finish that he could pass it to, which took some of the pressure off of him. And he had a shooter in Kyle
Korver.
So he had somebody that could space the court. And ironically, that was his best scoring year.
Yeah.
And one of his more higher shooter percentage years.
Man, needed some help, man.
Exactly. So the NBA is built like that today with both your wing players, either a shooter or a 3-and-D guy that's athletic like Iguodala. Even though, you know, back then Iggy wasn't like that from 3, but he fits the defense as far as the athleticism part where he could just get out on the break. So he was a threat. You know what I'm saying? So in a league where most of your wing players is like that, even to your power forward is a guy that's a floor spacer now.
Yeah, your 5 is too.
I mean, yeah.
Depending on who you got, your 5 spacing the floor too now.
Right.
We got Chets and Wemby's now.
Right. So think about it like this. Let's say AI was dropped from then to where Tyrese Maxey plays now.
I was about to get to that because once you start talking about the pace of the game and shot attempts, I'm like, I think Tyrese Maxey averaged around like 22 shots a game already.
Tyrese get him up, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Iverson was getting up more in a slower pace game. So now that 28 shots a game not looking too.
It's not too far fetched. Yeah, it's not too far fetched. But I just think you got other people that can score, so you're going to get the ball up a little bit more. Especially you drawing that defense in, and it's crazy because the defense has to come from further. That means they have to collapse harder and different people from different angles. Yeah. So you're going to have those chances there where you got to kick it out to somebody.
Yeah, but it's so much space because I was watching. I was just thinking about this. I was watching the Knicks game and just watching Jalen Brunson cook. Right. And I was thinking about the Iverson thing, and I'm like, yo, look how much space he got. I'm like, yo, if Iverson ever had that much, because it was like he had an ISO, but it wasn't nobody in the paint. You know, back then you got your big man just waiting in the paint.
Yeah, on the other side of the paint.
I'm talking about everybody was on the other side of the floor. I said, yo, you ever gave Iverson that much space? If you ever gave him that much space, it's a wrap for whoever guarded him. It's a wrap for whoever. It was like an ocean. It was like an island. That was the real definition of an island. And you see how fast Iverson was. Like, you think Maxey and all these dudes fast, like Iverson. Now, of course, you do got more athletes too. That's another thing. You got guys that can move almost just as quick as him. But what they lack in speed, they bigger. They got longer arms, longer wingspans. Do you think that would be an issue?
It would be an issue, but AI always had to contend with that because he usually had other teams to guard on him. You know?
Yeah. I mean, these two guards different. Like it wasn't that many 6'9", 6'10" dudes moving their feet like that, trying to stay in front of perimeter players. You had a few, but now like that's normal. That's
those
normal.
Dudes,
now.
I mean, even now, those dudes
like Paul George
can't stay in front of AI. Can Paul George stay in front of Ja?
Nobody can stay in front of Ja.
All right then. So we talking about AI and Ja, like if you want to say equal in that speed quickness kind of factor.
Maxey up there too.
Maxey's up there too, but Maxey don't have that. He got handle, but he don't have that AI Ja Morant type handle.
Yeah, he just got his first step more.
His first step is boom, he's gone.
Yeah,
but he don't have that ability to just be like out there, size you up, and then go
and then chop you down.
Yeah, he ain't got like that. Maxey is more of a speed on the move, speed right off the catch.
Yeah.
You know,
but I do still think it would be the defenders or.
Oh yeah, the defenders will give them a little bit more trouble, but like you said, when they out on that island against them,
Oh yeah, once they get the ISOs, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
if they playing like a zone where it's
well,
a good team with,
and if they zone him up, now he gonna pass the ball.
that's when the passing comes.
So that's why he might not get to the 28 attempts a game.
Yeah.
That's why I put a cap on it by saying 25.
Right.
So, you figure averaged it out probably about 22, 23 shots a game still, which is normal for him.
Yeah,
That's
that
still
would be
normal for
normal.
him, and he was still getting around 30 points a game doing that. The only difference is, I think now is you would say there would be a higher field goal percentage, so his efficiency would be better with the way that he's getting his buckets. So, maybe definitely not the extra 10 points a game that he was talking about, but
Yeah, he not getting that.
he might be able to get up to about 4 or 5 more points a game.
So
He might
averaging 37, that's still crazy.
that's still crazy, but I think about it. Harden got to 36.
Yeah.
Embiid was like at 37 a little bit for a while, and
It's close to it.
yeah, Luka is going
One
through.
thing too, he always in attack mode too. Like
Yeah,
he's
you
always
talking
in
about
attack
somebody
mode.
always in attack mode. So
I don't see too many killers like that nowadays. You got them out there because a lot of people can't score, but I'm just talking about constantly like trying like bust your ass, kill you.
right, but like we've been saying, a lot of the teams now have more guys that can actually shoot. They might not be natural scorers, but at least they can hit jump shots, open jump shots, and more often than not, they buy the three. So with those in place, then you don't necessarily have to take as many shots being the main scorer.
Yeah, that's the way the game is now.
Yeah,
I think,
and that's the mindset too. The mindset ain't to always try to kill the way AI was. AI, like I said from the very beginning, he knew the guys he had around him couldn't do anything offensively by
Nothing.
themselves. So he knew he had to take on that scoring load.
yeah, and I think that 35 would be the cap for me. Like 33, that's what he averaged. I think he could still get that if I had to increase
Yeah,
it.
that year that he averaged 33, the most I would give him maybe about 3 points more.
About
So like
35,
you said,
36.
So you said 35,
Yeah.
36.
And that
That's a
won't
lot.
even- and it's crazy. Yeah, that's a lot. Don't extra 3 points. But the reason why I give it to him, it's not even off of like the shot attempts because he not going to get as many shots up probably because of like you said, better shooters around him, better people that can score. Plus shooting percentage will be a little bit better.
Yeah, it
That's
wouldn't
the
take
third
him
thing.
as many shots
But
to get to the points.
the thing I would say is because of the pace and how open it is, his scoring average will increase a couple points because I think he'll have more like explode. Like he'll have more 50-point games. He'll have more games where he just explode, have a scoring explosion where he getting 50 or 45 like for 3 games straight. Like stuff like he'll have more big games than just getting 30. He'll have more 50s and stuff like that in a season, which will make his average go up.
Okay, I get what you're saying there. It's funny because I actually had the opposite end of that spectrum, and I think he'll have less of the games where he might not get
It's too open.
that average. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think it would be more consistent because AI used to have those games sometimes where he would come out and he would try to shoot them into a win, but the shot wasn't falling that night, and he'd have like a game where it's weird where he might shoot 28 times and only get 21 points.
Yeah.
And most of those points be like from the free throw line. Like
Yeah, the shot just don't be
he might have
falling.
like 9 points from the free throw line out of the 21. So it's like, damn, like you only hit like 6 other buckets.
Yeah. Yeah, games
out of
like that.
28, it's like terrible.
Cause you
But-
figure he playing 82 games, they just watching like they got film. They like, yo, you don't gotta do nothing to nobody else but him.
Yeah.
So you make it hard on him. Of course,
so
he
like I
had
said,
games
I
where he
think,
just missing.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he would have less of those bad type games like that, less of those bad shoot performances.
Yeah,
you
hell
know?
yeah, because it would be more. You got help.
Yeah. So more so.
I
That's what
agree.
I'm saying. That's why I say I kind of had that disagreement with you, where maybe not as many of those higher games as more so not as many as the bad games. That's where I'm at on that spectrum.
That's They both can be true.
Yeah, both can
Yeah.
be true. I mean, it
Facts.
can go either way.
Or they can go both. He can have.
Or it can go
less,
both ways, yeah. So
Yeah, I just think because it's so open in the pace, like how many times, like once he get on a fast break, it's a wrap.
yeah. Now, as far as what his highest scoring game would be, like I think 60 points was the most points he scored.
Yeah.
Now he might be able to get one of those 70-point games in there.
Oh hell yeah.
So
I don't see no problem with him getting 70. Like if he was in the league right now and he was playing against, let's say, Washington,
oh my God,
getting
Washington.
70. Ain't that who?
He's gonna get one of those 70-point games.
Yeah.
Washington or Detroit,
Something like that.
yeah.
Who else got some sorry defense?
I would-
Detroit actually got effort though.
They got effort, but they play like some buffoons. Like,
Yeah. But Washington,
but Washington's sorry on defense. So
Sorry.
definitely them.
who gonna guard him? Jordan Poole?
Who gonna stop him at the rim? Even when he get past Poole, they don't even got a legit shot blocker.
Kuzma. Psych. So, yeah, that's my thing. 30, 33, what he averaged to maybe 36.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But 43 crazy.
43 is wild.
Because he's not going to be shooting the
He
three ball like Steph or nothing. Like,
yeah,
and
no,
you got Luka.
He ain't.
You got Luka out here. He's big, can
there
get
we
to the finish at the rim, can shoot the three ball. Now, he's not averaging that much.
No.
None of these players that's KD, Colt, like none of, even Harden when he was cooking in Houston. Like,
Right.
to try
And
to
even
say,
Embiid. Embiid was cooking before he got hurt. Like, Embiid's been the scoring champ the last 2 years with high-ass scoring averages.
just getting to 40, let alone 43, trying to average 40 points in a season is crazy,
Yeah.
especially in today's game. You would just have to, he would really have to,
He would really have to be on, you know what?
the
He would have
sorriest team in the world.
he would have to be on, like, Detroit now.
But they're not guard that now. That's the whole thing. Even if you're on a sorry team like Detroit or like the Sixers was back in the day when they ain't no
All
scores.
right, well, maybe.
Now
all
they're
right.
not a load up on once, like, they
Yeah,
not forced the
Detroit
ball
ain't
out
got
the
this.
hand.
Detroit ain't got the type of scores. But let's say, let's bring the Wizards back into it because they do at least got Kuzma and Poole as scoring threats, so that'll keep people off of double and triple teaming them every time down court. So he
They
might,
like
if he was on a sorry team like that they ain't stopping nobody. They know they're not stopping nobody, so they know their only chance is to just keep running up and
They
down the
gotta
court
run it
outscore. So he'd be able to run it up on that type team.
But they like to shoot too.
I mean, so what?
You know what I'm saying?
AI be like, look, man, we all
He'll
shoot.
still, even though they like to shoot, he'll probably still get up about 28 shots with that team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he gonna be like, look, man, we ain't stopping nobody. Let's just go. Me, you, Kuz. That's what he's
We
gonna
out.
say to Jordan Poole. He gonna be like, look, Poole, it's me, you, and Kuz. Don't nobody else get to shoot the ball.
And you still coming off the bench, Poole.
Nah, he might start.
I'm putting him
we
on the
playing
bench.
together.
I'm mad at Jordan Poole this season.
Well, I know you are, because
Putting
I
him on
mean
the
that
bench.
used to be one of your guys.
The pool party was popping, man. It
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
popping.
when-
It ain't
when-
popping right now.
Yeah, when the Splash Brothers was the lifeguards.
Yeah. Now it's just because before the season started, I'm like, yo, he gonna be averaging about 27 at least, and I had him having one of the top 3 scoring performances this season. Like how Luka
Yeah, you
and
thought he was
Embiid
gonna
had
have one of
70.
those 60
I'm
something
like, yo,
point
man,
games.
he got the green light. He be hooping. I'm like, he going for like 60, 65 one of these
Yeah,
games. Just one, he gonna go crazy against somebody that ain't like that. Nope.
Yeah,
Did he
that ain't-
score 40 this year yet?
I don't think he's gotten close to 40.
He done got a couple 30s.
Yeah.
He still got a couple 30s, but nothing like I thought he was gonna be. He only averaging like
What?
he's not even averaging 20 though right now.
He not averaging 20?
Last time I checked, it was about like 17.
Damn.
I stopped checking on him and everything. Get yourself together, Jordan Poole, man. You was my guy. I had to trade you in for Brandon Miller.
Nah.
That's my youngin right there.
Oh, Brandon Miller.
Brandon
yeah.
Miller. That's my favorite. He's not the best rookie, but that's my favorite rookie when he hooping.
I mean, my
Because he a
favorite-
dog. He a dog too.
Yeah, B Miller's nice.
Yeah.
I'm still messing with Chet.
Oh yeah, nah, Chet. Yeah.
I jumped on the Chet train. I mean, when we talking about the rookies, I mean, it's too easy to go to Wemby. So
Wemby is the best rookie by far.
yeah,
Not by
No,
far
not-
not by far like that, but he's clearly the best rookie.
yeah, he clears.
It's clear.
Yeah,
Told you he lead in every statistical category except for assists
right.
with per games and totals.
Right.
My young boy Keontae George. I like a lot of rookies this year. I like a lot of them. I like Keontae George. I like Brandon Miller. I like Cam Whitmore.
Cam.
I like Cam Whitmore.
I'm still on a wait and see with this rookie class.
You ain't messing with the Thompson twins?
If they let my guy play, that's why I think that's one of my major dislikes about the rookie class. I was so big on Amen coming in, and then they really didn't let him play.
Yeah, because they got Fred over there.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of them, the Thompson twins, I think I saw season over, man. He had like some blood clots or something. So they had to shut him down for the rest of the season. So get well soon, youngin.
Blood clots? Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Something like that. I don't know like the details of it, but I just seen blood clots and they about to shut him down for the rest of the season.
Damn, that's like one of the last things I need to hear.
Yeah, that's what Sore. That's the one in Detroit.
But I liked him too. Like I thought he would make a good 3-and-D guy, and I thought he could make his name that way. Damn, man, the blood clots. I mean, that's something that derailed. I think Chris Bosh's career. I think they found out that he was getting the blood clots.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
hopefully it's something,
and that's something that could be reoccurring. So we have to monitor that.
Damn.
Hopefully it's a one-time thing. I had a blood clot before, and it's never reoccurred.
Okay.
Yeah, thankfully.
I say, like, where do they? I never had it, so
a blood clot could form literally
anywhere, right?
Anywhere, yeah. And then it's just the fact of the matter. You said it was in his chest.
No, I don't know where is that.
Oh, I thought
they didn't say. That's what I said. They didn't get
my
no
bad,
detail. I think Chris Bosh was in his chest. I think.
Yeah.
But
that's where the chest. If it gets to in your chest, I mean, it could get to your heart and all that stuff like that.
You gotta shut it down.
So that's.
But it could just be in his legs or something.
Yeah, if you got one in your leg, I mean, they prescribe you with some blood thinners. I mean, you could get rid of that, and it may never be an issue again. It might be a fluke thing, but
that's what I'm hoping for. I don't like to see.
Yeah, I know, because
players get hurt, especially young players.
A rookie player, like, come on, he ain't even get a chance to have a career. Even though Chris Bosh had to leave before his prime was over, he at least got the experience the fruits of his labor, win championships, be an all-star.
Was the man on his team before he
went over there, make a good deal of money,
Right. He already
had a solid
solidified
career.
himself where he was going to stand, all time in his career. So he good. It came at the end of his career I think it came after LeBron left the Heat and everything. When he started
I think it was that maybe the year after or maybe 2 years after.
Something like that.
So he's about 30-ish. Around that age.
Yeah, that's different than being a rookie.
Yeah,
and not even finishing your rookie season like we.
Right,
you didn't finish your rookie season yet.
Right.
Speaking of rookies,
and at one time, I was just gonna say real quick. At one time, he was doing very well. He was averaging a double. Like, he was doing his best Josh Hart impersonation with the rebounds.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I hope he get well soon, and hope it's like a one-time fluky thing. But what was you about to say?
How you feel about Scoop?
Scoop.
I don't think he's bad as people make it about to be, like saying he a bust. He's not a bust yet. I'm not saying that.
Oh yeah,
that's not still on the table.
It's only a first year, and anybody can have a bad first year and bounce back. I mean,
he just had so much hype around him.
Yeah, that's the problem. The hype, because I mean, the hype. Him, what was it? They was comparing him like Westbrook type thing.
Yeah, because his athleticism.
Yeah, and
but it's not even Westbrook like he athletic, but it's not like Westbrook probably the most athletic point guard we ever seen. Him and D Rose, of course.
Right.
He not that. He close, but he ain't that.
Right.
It's not as explosive. Where if he lacking in his shooting, he can't shoot like that. Like Westbrook athleticism still.
Do you think
get him over the hump.
Would you think a good comparison of athleticism would be like maybe like Baron Davis, or maybe like Steve Francis?
You can. Steve Francis was the monster. I don't know
I
about
mean, maybe
Steve
not.
Francis.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
not Steve
B
Francis.
Diddy was too, but Steve Francis was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know. I had to go.
but somewhere around
I had to
that, right?
refresh my memory, go back and watch some Baron Davis clips or something.
Maybe not as. I mean, think about when Baron Davis dunked on Karolinko that time.
Yeah. I gotta check it out. I can't really say. I let's just say they even for right now, because he is like Scoot is athletic for sure.
He is athletic, so. I
And
mean, he just gotta get his game together. I don't know. The Blazers,
but he is doing better. He's shooting better, scoring more. He had some games against some nice assists. He's a way better player from when he first started this season. He's clearly improved.
He ain't had no choice.
Yeah.
Where could you go from there but up?
True.
Yeah. I mean,
Plus, he got Chauncey Billups over there. Like Chauncey should be able to teach him something, step his game up. Y'all wanted to?
yeah, he could try to teach him something, but you gotta do something on the court, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you give me some type of game that's going to translate out there.
Yeah, I'm very disinterested actually
Yeah.
in
I mean,
Scoot right now, man.
I just want to see where it go because I ain't that interested either. But I just
think
want to see where it go.
we'll see next season. I think they still need to organize their team better. They got so many. They got so many little guards over there. You know, I mean, not little, but you know what I mean. They don't have the prototypical size they need out of their guards. They got a bunch of 6'3", 6'4" guards.
Because how tall is Simons?
Probably like 6'3", 6'4".
Simons.
Shaden Sharp, probably like no more than 6'5", but he might not be that.
Then you got Scoot like 6'2",
6'2",
something like that.
So
How tall is Malcolm Brogdon?
Brogdon's like 6'4", 6'5". He might be 6'5", and he's the biggest one.
Yeah, they need it. Yeah, they just need a better.
They need
roster.
more 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" type players to their team that can play well.
I thought the Blazers were gonna be all right in the beginning of the season. I was 50-50 because I'm like, okay, they got Scoot, you know, he top 3 pick. Jeremy Grant been hooping. We knew Simons was nice. We knew he could shoot real good. So I'm just like, yo, they might be like a play-in team, a threat, could upset somebody. That's what I thought they would be this season. And it just was like, I was 50-50 because I'm like, all right, y'all got all that. But y'all do got DeAndre Ayton.
I mean, I thought DeAndre Ayton was gonna.
I was on the fence with that. I'm like, I don't know, because he's soft. To me, he's soft.
He is soft, and that's the
so
problem.
It's just like
he, this was a prove-it year for him, and he proven to be soft.
yeah.
He proven that he doesn't want to. He in his mind, he's like he say he want to be the man, but then he get out on the court, and then he don't be the man. Like is he don't really want it the way he say he do. So.
And the crazy thing is he actually got a good like mid-range shot.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking he was gonna be getting like 20 and 10 easily this year. And they was gonna like
I didn't
build
try
their
to
offense around him.
I didn't try to speculate on what his numbers would be. I was just hoping he would be a 20 and 10 and back up the things he like I've been saying. The way he tried to act like the player he is, I was hoping he would back that up. Because I like to see players bring out and fulfill their potential.
Right.
But he just showing more of the same that he showed in Phoenix.
Yeah.
He could, you know, have a spurt where he might have one of those games. And then for like 10 games after that in a row, be like, where DeAndre Ayton at?
What he doing?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Yeah, well, they gonna have an interesting all season. They better do something because they better not come back try to run it back with the roster they got down.
They definitely not gonna do that. I'm expecting them to do something with say Simons.
What you mean, like get rid of him?
If I was Simons, I would want to go.
I'm the owner. I don't care what you want to do. You clearly are our best player. You got the most potential. Ayton ain't gonna do it. Scoot don't like he panning out. I don't know if
he got the most potential because that's supposed to be Scoot.
I mean,
and then
because how much older? He not that much older than Scoot, is he? How long Simon's been in the league? About 3?
Probably 4,
something like that. 5 seem like a lot.
5 do seem like a lot, but man,
he young though. He one of them under 25 guys.
Is he? He's still that young? He might be. You're right.
He their best player.
Yeah, but we trying to move forward. So he might be the piece.
And we just got rid of Dame. We just got rid of our best player.
I mean, Dame was the
we gonna do
franchise.
it again?
Yeah, because Dame was the franchise and he was the elder statesman.
So what you getting rid of him for, though? Are you packing him up to get a star, or what you trying to get?
No, we packing him up to get more draft picks. We need more. We
start from the bottom like that.
We starting from the bottom like that.
Trying to home grow a good roster.
Yeah, I mess around and try to see if I can send them to the Spurs.
Who, Simons?
Yeah.
I know the Spurs will take that.
Absolutely.
They can get Devin for sale. I wouldn't want to get rid of Devin for sale, but I think he's out of there.
I mean,
I think they about to, by the time, I think we about to see a whole new group around Wemby soon.
Yeah, and Simon seemed like one of a good piece to put around him, you know?
Yeah. Wemby just he gonna need shooters and all that, but he needs somebody that want to give him the ball.
I mean, yeah.
They passing it to him more now a little bit. When you watch the games, I guess they must have been seeing up and down their timeline.
I think Pop cracked down on that. Like, look, man, well, I don't know what we was doing in the first half of the season, but ever since the All-Star break,
they passing it to him more now.
Yeah, we not icing Wemby out.
But the first half of the season, I'm looking like, you don't see 7-4 down there in the paint. Just give it to him.
Everybody else wanted to be the go-to guy. For whatever reason, Keldon Johnson, Sochan, or Sokan, however you say his name, Vassell, all of them wanted to be. They was like, oh no, I'm the main character, and it's like, nah, Wemby's the he's the pro tag. He's Naruto in this story.
Yeah, and
he's Goku. Like, that's the guy. You guys, y'all, supporting cast, and y'all need to play y'all way into showing the value you have as the supporting cast.
Nah, they was like, nah, we
it's like,
this.
Nah.
And then it was crazy plays. I seen it was like the ball touched everybody's hands but Wemby on a play. Like the ball, they probably made like 6 passes. Everybody touched the ball except for Wemby. He just looking like, yo, like I'm talking about like on a low block.
Yeah.
Like he just there like I'm here, like my hand way up here, like it's above the rim. When I'm just throw it up there, I'm gonna just catch it and then just drop it in.
Listen, early in the season, I seen a play where these dudes did something similar to that. Shot the ball. Wemby got the rebound, kicked it back out, tried to repost.
And they didn't get the ball.
And they still didn't give it back to him. And he kind of just was like confused. He was like, yo, when I got the rebound and set up shop, I had like a guard on me at the time. And he was like, all you had to do was toss it right back to me. And I could just bang on him basically because he wasn't even that far from the rim. And for Wemby, that's like almost nowhere is too far from the rim. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I don't know. Things changed though. So now they're playing more towards the real strategy, which is give Wemby the ball and let him develop by having the ball more in his hands and creating more for you guys and for himself.
Yeah, that's what man. Wemby, when we talking about this face of the league and stuff and all that, it's gonna be Wemby. Everybody talking about the face of the league. I feel like if the Spurs was in the play-in or something like that, like they were actually winning games and they could be like, oh, they can potentially upset the Lakers or somebody that's in the play-in right now. I don't even think we would have a question about who's the next face of the league. It's just that they losing right now.
Right.
That's
and
it.
Another part of it is they want it to be an American player. They want very badly for it to be one of our homegrown players.
Amen.
But we got so many players coming in from overseas that's like the best players. I mean, when we name the best players, when we talk about Jokic, who's the current champ, when we talk about Embiid, the current MVP and scoring title leader, we're talking about Giannis, 2 times MVP, won a championship. We talk about Luka and just the way he just be balling out.
Yeah.
And even the Canadian players, we talk about Shea, like he's not technically, he's not an American. He's on the continent, but he's not from the U.S.
He's basically considered a foreigner though.
Exactly. So top of the league guys, and we know Wemby's going to be within that top 10 very soon. I mean, if not by the end of this season, he might be the 10th best player.
Because they definitely wanted to be an American player, but the guys that you would push, they got issues going on that foreigners don't, like Ja.
Like
Ja situation.
Yeah.
Zion, I feel like for one, his health, he
Zion's
hasn't played enough.
Right.
So
you got Tatum, who is leading the best squad in the league, but at the same time, his individual game isn't to the level of the players I named before, the foreign players, and his personality
that's the main thing with me.
Outshining. Like he's not, like he's charismatic, but he's not super marketable. You know what I'm saying?
Like
he doesn't have that super outgoing personality that just draws people to him.
I think he would have to win.
I mean, yeah,
obviously. If he start winning titles, then it'll be like, yo, he's the guy to beat. Then he could be the face of the league. But far as just like you comparing to somebody like Ja, like if Ja get on live right now, 1 million people watching.
Yeah, Ja. I mean, just to bring it back full circle to what we talked at the beginning with AI. Ja has that it factor about him, sort of like AI.
Yeah, you want to dress like him, talk like him,
right?
Do his dance,
right?
Do all that.
Yeah,
Tatum don't got that because he's just more of a that's Tatum his personality. He's more of a more calm, chill dude,
clean cut.
So when you
for the
like
most
that,
part, I mean, he has his tattoos, but he's more just like face wise. He's just straight up clean cut.
Yeah. Even when you see him out, like he just being like a real chick with Deuce all the time. His son, chilling with his son. You know what I mean,
he comes off as superstars go. He come off more like a Tim Duncan type.
Yeah, not that boring.
No, not that boring, but just far as not that exciting either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's what it is.
So to get the recognition, you would have to win.
Yeah,
that's one.
So
if we win titles, then
that's why I said Tim Duncan, because Tim Duncan was never the face, quote unquote, but Tim Duncan was always recognizable just because the Spurs won so much.
Right, and that's where Tatum could be at.
Yeah.